I was so hopefully starting my stream there. I said a yo that couldn't even be heard by my microphone. Nice one. Okay, there we are. Everything should be set up now. Today we're going to be starting the new Higurashi chapter. And my god, I cannot wait for this. It's going to be really interesting to see what this one is. Because judging by the Steam achievements list, it actually looks a lot shorter than like the average chapter length. So it's going to be very interesting to see like what actually happens in this story. I mean, could it be just such a short story that it's like doom and gloom or something ridiculous? I don't know. Let's just get it up already. Here we go. The double clicks of doom. I wonder if there's going to be a different opening. Well, even if there isn't, I'm going to watch it because why the fuck not? In before I just don't have audio. Is it F10 to open that? Yeah, where's the opening gone? Yeah, launch plus in game. Here we are. I want to hear the jam opening again because, you know, got to see if it's different. I just got to get any excuse to watch this opening. It's really, really good. This better work. If it doesn't, I am actually going to sue my brain. Yes. Oh, looks like a different one today. Oh, we've got some good music and some good animation and some good, you know, classic AMV sort of style editing. Oh god, we got the bridge. Higurashi no naku koro ni. Whatever that says. I don't even know. I'm not even going to begin to guess. Welcome to Hinamizawa. That's an Oriba. That feeling when the first thing mentioned is like a bus place. Oh rip, I feel bad for you. My god, you're really ahead of me. It's 10:44 PM for me right now. But anyway, I should be watching this. Oh shit. Oh my god, this is cool. Oh my god, you're just gonna get so many spoilers for the future. What? Who the fuck? Who are they? Who are they? What? I'm so confused. Oh my god. It looks like serious shit. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh shit. Bro, that, I don't know, like fisheye style shot, that always gets me. It's snowing. Who's that? Ooh, we don't get the reveal. Oh my god, that's such a genius sort of, I don't know, hiding of effects. I love that opening. I'm gonna be real, I think this song is so much better than the previous one. The previous one's still really memorable, but I love this one way more. Oh, I'm so glad I got to watch this. Oh yeah, ending with the reverb, the classic reverb drums. Nice one, man. Oh, nice one. Don't worry, I never thought you did. I mean, I don't know, I've never really thought about anything in Australia, because, for example, we've studied Australia in geography, so I kind of know a little bit about it there, and like the El Nino weather and stuff like that. That's what we've sort of learnt about. We learn about the Australian big dry drought. Oh, rip, bro. The worst scenario. I start streaming when you play Minecraft. But the even more awful scenario is I want to play this, but my nose is shit. So I need to blow my nose instead of being able to play said game. Right, here we go. Start. I'm gonna slam my mouse button harder than I've ever slammed it. Yes! I clicked it, but nothing went through. Oh boy. We got the blimmin' weird sound effect. Oh god, we got the shrine here. For you, the final mystery. Time-killing chapter. I now entrust you with all the mysteries hidden within Higurashi when they cry. However comical it may be, if you have reached any conjecture, then you have passed. Final novel was a meager reward for you. Conjecture is impossible. You have the right to reject this story. Interesting. Oh, I'm really excited for this. Is this going to be like, I don't know, just more clarity on some of the, I don't know, Oyasudo-sama mystery, stuff like that? I hope so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we would have. We would have no reason to learn about it. But that sound effect is so weird. This arc includes choices that were added in the console version. These choices result in dialogue changes that can lead to bad ends. Do you want to see these choices? Yes. Suppose this. I don't want to do any thinking. Who is the criminal, you ask? Don't research them in this story. Who is the criminal, you ask? Do we even know what the criminal did? Who's the criminal? Who is the criminal who's trying to kill me now? I love this. This is so genius. I like that. Midsummer 1985. 1985? Interesting. So, It looks like it's 2 minutes. Wait, two. No, because Gacy was born in 1983, wasn't he? So it's no, not born. I mean, born to Hinamizawa, I guess, but like he was. The story started in 1983, so this is 2 years after. Interesting. Oh my god. I suppose. I wouldn't personally, but yeah. Because I never really build like rural buildings, I always build city-like ones. Oh, I suppose. I misread the time and ended up arriving too early. The schedule board flipped with a series of clacks. My flight to Sapporo was still a bit later on. I still had over an hour before boarding. Well, I might as well close my eyes for a bit on the bench over there then. Oh my god, is he going to miss his flight because of sleep? I came in directly from work, so maybe the fatigue from that was making me sleepy. Finding a suitable bench, I put my luggage on the seat next to me and settled down. Akasaka. Interesting. I sighed like an old man. I had hoped to stay young forever, but became splendidly middle-aged. Oh god. Apparently the rumour that even people in the latter half of the 20s experiencing a decline in their physical strength wasn't a lie. Yeah, doesn't the brain deteriorate at age 27? I heard that somewhere. Jesus Christ. That's terrifying. I can't believe that. 5'7". That's literally taller than some people that are adults. Wow. It had been mind-numbingly busy at work lately, so I rarely had ever time to myself. This might be the first time I've been able to enjoy a journey alone like this since I was a student. Wow. The reason behind this trip was to meet with an old friend. It was a bit strange to call him an old friend. In fact, it might be better to call him a bad one. Eek. Oh, I thought that was like a genuine fact that you said there. Weird. I don't know. After retiring a couple of years ago, my god, I can't talk in the moment. After retiring a couple of years ago, he moved to Sapporo, his mother's hometown. Oh, he's talking about Oishi, I think. His mother passed away soon after, and he was now peacefully enjoying his second lease on life. Interesting. His name, yeah, good old Oishi. He was a former detective from the Rhino Investigation Unit at the station in Okinomiya Essex Prefecture. To be honest, the only direct contact we've ever had didn't last more than 3 days. After that, we exchanged New Year's cards, but never met again. So this would be the first time meeting him in 7 years. Wow. In other words, we met for 7 years ago in 1978. There was something I just had to ask to talk to him about concerning that time. To explain that, it was impossible not to recall the incident that happened back then. The kidnapping, the details, and the resolutions of which were resigned to darkness. Also, it was impossible not to recall a certain mysterious girl. My name is Mamoru Akasaka. It was a year that had been strangely hot, even though it was only June. A hot June? Something like what we're gonna have this year. Fun. Early summer, 1978. Interesting. Oh my god. Goodbye, teacher. Yeah, I was about to say, this looks like, I don't know, like some sort of old Hinamizawa school. Weird. Okay, but watch out for cars, and don't drop in at a friend's house along the way. Make sure you get your textbooks in order for tomorrow before you go to bed. Oh my god. Which teacher says that? God, I've never heard a teacher say that before. The lively sounds of children running towards the hallway. Well, I suppose it's a primary school teacher, but still. Hey now, didn't I tell you before? I already have one of those. I don't need any more. The unique high-pitched voice of youth. Hold up. Oh, young boy. I was just about to say, you can't lie. Is that the same voice actor as Mion? Because I literally, without actually having read the name of the person that was talking though, I thought that was Mion entirely. The energetic swirl of the cicadas went completely unheard by their ears. The children returning from school split off one by one from their groups of friends as they went through intersections in the residential area. Even though there were several of them in a group as they left school, as they got closer to their homes, their numbers dwindled. Dwindled, I love that word. That's why the fewer friends you were walking with acted as an indicator that you were much closer to your destination. Later, see ya. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Finally parted ways with this last friend. Her van was parked at a bend in the road. The window was open, the sound of a radio leaking outside. Oh, I love that. It must have been the news or something. For that reason, the three of them were arrested for traffic violations and obstruction of justice. Damn. Due to the protests against the Hinamazawa Dam. Hinamazawa Dam project resulting in bloodshed when clashing with riot police last month. Things have only become more violent. Oh, shit. So this was actually when the dam was happening. God, it's going to be very interesting to read. Cassowaries. Oh my god. Where do you actually find these animals? Like, which type of climate? I'd assume they'd be most commonly found in deserts, but I don't know. What? That's weird. Oh my god. Wow, that just sounds like everything what you knew is what you don't know. Oh my. Oh, that is weird. The police are therefore taking precautions against radical activities, causing yet another incident. Interesting. Last week, there was also a different confrontation with Minister Inukai on the steps of the Ministry of Construction. Damn. Boys back to the mention of the name Inukai. At the moment, a man's face peeked out suddenly from the window of the van. His behaviour was a little different than that of a man looking around to see if there were any incoming traffic before he opened the door of his vehicle. His eyes meeting suddenly with the unfamiliar man, the boy panicked slightly. Nothing go okay. Okay, they've secured the 2 blocks around us. We're good to go. Oh, interesting. The man in the passenger seat whistled quietly. Nodding in acknowledgement, the man opened the door and stopped before the boy. You, are you Toshiki Inukai? Oh no. Wait, so what was it about Inukai that they were saying? Oh, interesting. Oh, damn. Rip. While asking that, the man peered at the boy's name tag. Toshiki Inukai. Oh, shit. I have a feeling that's not going to be very good news. And now the phone's ringing. The phone rang for a 3rd time. The name was written plainly there. Oh, no. The phone rang for a 3rd time. If he reached out, he could easily pick up the receiver. However, he was concerned that if he picked it up before it had even finished ringing once, whoever was on the other end of the line would think him a fairly cheaply person. Suppose you could think like that. That's why he normally never picked up the phone until the 3rd rang, even though he thought it was a worthless habit. However, his thinking that there isn't much meaning in waiting for just 3 rings waiting for 5 feel right was very much a reality. I don't know how you'd be able to do that. I mean, I'd get so annoyed. His mind filled with such trifling thoughts, he picked up the phone after the 3rd ring had finished, its reverb dampened by his action. Hi. Yes. Hello. Oh. Hello. He knew that sometimes due to a malfunction that the switchboard calls didn't connect well. At those times, it was best to hang up and let the person on the other end call again. Thinking about that, the moment he began to hang up the phone, he sensed that he was definitely connected after all. He felt the presence of a person on the other end of the line, keeping silent. Hello. There was no way they didn't hear his question. What was the meaning of this? It wasn't like he didn't know that people could use silent vocals to harass each other. Fair. However, he'd never received a call like this until today. Maybe he was just lucky before, but he didn't believe that he would receive such a call on this phone. There were no direct calls to or from this line. Weird, so yeah, it'd probably have to be urgent. Everything had to go through an operator. Therefore, there was absolutely no way the call would be connected unless it was verified there was somebody else on the other end of the line. That's why I didn't understand how to deal with the silent call, and instead set it into confusion. I don't know who you are, but if you have nothing to say, I'm going to hang up. Please call again some other time. Oh. Intending that to be a bargaining line, he made to slam down the receiver. It was at that moment the person on the other end spoke for the first time. Oh, damn. Ooh. You didn't say who you were, so I was anxious. Oh. Got kidnapper. What? Oh my god, I love this voice changer. But this voice changer is... I mean, I know it's laughable and everything, but this is probably what people use so they can't actually trace things back to them. If you're not Minister Inukai, please hang up right away. He couldn't help but be surprised by the extremely strange voice on the other end of the line. Bro, for real? Was there a human alive who could speak with this hoarse metallic voice? No, this was a voice he had heard somewhere before. That was the kind of voice that was on the lowbrow documents that they'd use when they wanted to hide the identity of a speaker, wasn't it? I'm surprised they can actually get access to that. The voice he was hearing over the line was exactly like that. Who are you? As I said, that's what I want to ask. Are you Minister Inukai? Inukai hesitated to answer. Unable to discern the intent of this suspicious phone call, he had a vague feeling that something was off. No, I don't blame him. He thought about hanging up the phone and asking the operator who initiated the call. However, he forced himself to restrain that urge and for the time being chose to state his name and listen. That's right, this is Inukai. I said my name, so now you say yours. My name doesn't matter. Of course. First of all, let's begin by thinking about the situation you're in right now. Situation? 5-inch long, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Where do these things actually live? Because I don't know about you, but I wouldn't like to be near one of those things. Wow. That sounds scary. Like, really scary. Wow. I don't know, I suppose, like... I mean, I suppose if it was that sort of deadly sounding, it would probably be in areas that, like, a lot of people aren't living in, so, like, deserts, for example. But I don't know. Right now, you're sitting in your chair talking on the phone, yes? Then why don't you try opening the lower door to your right? Oh god. Oh, this is probably going to be really weird. I wonder if he's actually going to experience just finding something really important there. The lowest drawer to the right of the minister's chair, there was a lock on it. Not enough to function as a safe, but nevertheless it was a drawer that contained some valuable things. That's why Inukai thought the person wanted some of the important information contained within that drawer. Sorry, but I don't have any intention of opening it. I have no reason to follow orders for somebody who doesn't even give me his name. Yeah, if you don't open that drawer, I'll hang up the phone. You'll most likely end up reading that. Why don't you think about opening that drawer first? Interesting. I think you got some saplings, right? GG. Oak forest. Man doesn't get saplings in oak forests. That's kind of weird. Oh god. That sounds like a nightmare. Wow. Well, now I know never to go to an Australian forest. God. Inukai didn't like following orders for this suspicious person one bit. However, he was concerned about what the man said about regretting it, so he decided to open the drawer. He took the small key he kept stowed in his wallet and unlocked the drawer. His hand stopped right before he opened it. What if there was a bomb inside and it would explode if the drawer was opened? That delusion took hold of him. He quelled that instinct and opened it. Did he do it? The thing that's in there, do you know what it is? What is the meaning of this? I don't think there's any need for me to explain this. I'll give you some time, so please think about it a little. I'll contact you again later. Now then, pardon me. Hey, wait. Hello. Call already ended. That would not change no matter how much he yelled at it. Even still, Inukai, without realising that, continued yelling into the receiver for a while. Oh shit. I wonder what's actually happened. The drawer is still open. On top of the folders crammed into the drawer, it lay there. Toshiki Inukai. Is that his son? We're in plain lettering on a grey scholar's name tag, just lying there. Yeah, I do actually. If you go into my Twitch panels, then you can actually see my Discord server. Enshrined there, completely out of place. It was cowering. This is a work of fiction, any resemblance to... Oh. Oh no, it's a cliffhanger. Wait, and now we got the opening again. Because that was probably like the prequel before the opening. Interesting. Do you remember Yukie? Who's that? Hold up, I'll just send you the link. I can't really be bothered to explain. there we are. There is my Discord. This picture. This is where I first proposed to you. Oh, that brief moment before you nodded back. Nah, marriage and elementary schools, they don't really mix. Don't think they are now. You probably wouldn't know just how much it seems like an eternity to me. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Yes, I would have never thought that the amount of time could feel like an eternity. Compared to how long I had to wait for you to propose to me, it was, from the moment I met you until today, compared to the time I've spent since I was born, it might only be a brief period, but there were definitely precious, beautiful days that deserve to be called an eternity. That time continues even now. From now on, I wonder if it will be a boy or maybe a girl. Oh, so they had a kid. Either one is fine, boy or girl, either way it's living proof that we love each other. Yeah, if it's a boy, we'll name it after you, Mamoru. Oh! So this is Akazaka's family. If it's a girl, we'll put the Yuki from my name in hers. Thinking about names is so fun that in the end we still haven't decided yet. There's still time to puzzle over it. Not that long of a time, actually. You see, Yuki, there's something I have to apologise for today. It's about your job. Sorry, it looks like an annoying bit of work has come up. In the worst case, I might not be able to be there for the delivery. Oh! Oh yeah. She's pregnant, it looks like. It's fine, you have a very important job. What you do, but that's the way we live. Compared to you, it's nothing. Please go ahead, and when you return, I'll be waiting here with our child. God, that must just be weird, like, do work and then come back, and you literally have another person in your family. I would probably be scared shitless. Also, I'm sorry. Please don't apologise. If you feel guilty about it, then you can just atone. If I atone that much, no matter how much money I have, it won't be enough. I wonder what atoning is. Because I saw a chapter in a game, like, atonement with the father. So I've always been curious with that word, but I've never really searched up the meaning because laziness, hee it's a joke. Nah, go on. Ah, right. Oh, sure. I'll check it. Right, I'm prepared to be terrified. What the fuck? Jesus, that looks terrifying. That just doesn't look real. Wow. I mean, it just looks like a massive chicken. Wow. Like a massive chicken. Well, not really a chicken, but something that is like a chicken. Just a really, really big one. As I left the room, I bumped into an elderly man. It was Ikie's father. In other words, my father-in-law. I didn't want to intrude, so I waited in the hall. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I heard, go, Yukie is that kind of girl. No matter what happens, she doesn't want you to hold back. Yeah, good for them. I thought Yuki had to give up on so many things to put every risk during childbirth, such an important time in her life. I'm ashamed. Nah, bro, I really don't blame him. I kind of feel the same. It's really impossible, his situation. It really is. Well, he can't exactly work from home, so... yeah. If you really feel that way when you're done with your work, make some time for Yukie. Oh god. Oh, did you? Yo, it's my stream. Jesus Christ. That's scary. Wow. But I know. You never think you need a shield to protect yourself from an animal, but yeah. Wow. She'll be happier with that than passing her work off on someone else. Yeah. Thank you. I know full well you do important work. Be proud of what you do. Yukie is looking forward to your triumphant return. Yes. I jumped into the taxi that was waiting outside. Compared to the time when I first got here, the numbers on that fare meter had grown down considerably. On the fare meter? What's that? It seemed the modest time Yukie and I had spent together wasn't so modest from an objective point of view. Somebody keep me. Go ahead. Well then, off we go. The taxi jets and change gears to accelerate, soon burying the hospital my wife was in behind a throng of buildings. It's actually really nice. Like, everybody is so kind. Real nice people. If it was to end up a really troublesome ordeal, I probably wouldn't be returning for quite some time. To call a rookie like me on, and on top of that, one who's off duty, it seemed that the section chief was calling for all hands on deck. Damn. The veteran upper brass gathering on an emergency basis happened occasionally. This is the first time, though, that I experienced everybody gathering together like this. Whatever was happening, there was no doubt it was going to be something novel. Damn. When my wife was ready to give birth, I wanted to spend the time to curse my misfortune that I'd be here all day. But that is the worst timing though. God, even the verdant ginkgo trees lining the street that always brighten my mood seem to lack some of their usual lustre. Especially the government office came into view. Briefly holding onto my breath, I let the feelings of tension course through my body once again. I had to remember the work I was doing was important and necessary and difficult. I composed myself and sharpened my wit. I'm ready. The taxi stopped in front of the building. Damn, so he's going to go into the government office. Wow. Kasumigaseki, Tokyo Metropolitan Police. Chief, everyone's here. You should do just like, I don't know, and before just sending one of them, and then they decide whichever one they want to eat most. Suppose you could do that. I don't know. Oh no, that sounds awful though. I mean, I've never really been into the whole dating thing, so I don't really know. Don't really know what you could do, but I suppose you could just make your mind up and then just, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, it must be really tricky, especially if you like equally like both of them. Chief, everyone's here. Akazaka can needed to close the blinds. The blinds were usually closed when they needed to use the projector, or if the discussion was going to contain some particularly disturbing content. Oh shit. The blinds closed with a satisfying sound, darkening the interior of this room. Immediately, the inside of the room was completely drained of the pleasant morning atmosphere, leaving behind the only cold illumination of fluorescent lighting. I own a family of cassowaries, bitch. You better not come near me, otherwise your life is ending in 2 minutes. That's probably what they do as well. Bruh. After the supervisor ensured that everyone was present, he nodded to the section chief once again. With everybody on the edge of their seats, the chief stood up solemnly and began to give his report. Approximately 48 hours ago, the Minister of Construction's grandson, who is also the son of one of staff leaders, is believed to have been kidnapped? Shit, was that the Inukai guy? That Kai guy. It is believed that the minister, in an effort to resolve matters amicably, chose not to report the situation to the police and plans to cede to the demands imposed upon him. Oh. Interesting. It seemed that approximately 48 hours earlier, the Minister of Construction's grandson, who was also the son of one of his senior staff members, was kidnapped. The reason why it was phrased that way was because the person in question didn't admit it had happened. Based on the results of surveillance conducted on the minister's residence, multiple suspicious phone calls from what is believed to be outside the city took place. The charges to be sent under treatment for some illness. But there's no trace of any hospital records or evidence to such effect. Oh god, that's what an awful thing to lie about. Bro, for real. Oh no. A swampland? Damn. Due to that and various other reasons, we believe without a doubt the kidnapping has been occurred. God. Here they added the details that brought this incident to light. If you think about it a bit, that meant that before this incident happened, the minister's residence have been under surveillance already. I won't use the word spied upon. Yeah, good for you. Of course, there wouldn't have been court approval for this, and it would have been very hard to explain to ordinary citizens. Yeah. Sure. However, it was quite an effective method to catch wind of incidents like this before they got worse. I'd like for you to understand that dealing with these cases before they become a problem is the job of the Public Safety Division. Interesting. So that's what Akazaka is working for. Why is he just following their demands instead of reporting this to the police? But that too. The fact that a minister can't even trust the police, what is the world coming to? It seems the group of perpetrators demonstrated that they have quite a high level of surveillance on the minister themselves when they conducted the kidnapping. Enough to give minister pause before calling the police. Oh, see you, Steam. Yeah, I hope you have fun, if that's possible. Probably, it could either be possible, or it could maybe not be. Who knows? Any answer would probably be, you know, not shocking. We'll find out right away if you call the cops, more or less. Yeah. So it's possible that there's a mole close to the minister. Several of the higher-ranking members who seem to have experience with this kind of thing let out deep sighs. The goals of the perpetrators and their demands, as well as this entire incident, are unclear. But in any case, the possibility that this may greatly threaten national interest is extremely high. National interest, God. If their goal was to simply have the demands met for monetary gain, then that would have been nice. However, if this was some politically motivated shake-up, things would get a lot more complicated. Yeah, since we're not receiving any cooperation from the victim, that means that we're not privy to any of the details of the threats or demands. Due to the fact that we believe there might be a mole involved in this incident, this investigation is highly classified. Only the people in this room are to know of this. Furthermore, if this case is our utmost priority, we will place a hold on everybody's normal duties. Understood. After that, the supervisor continued on, tactfully explaining the course of action. God, this case really is important. Wow. If this is the only thing they're working on, and still until like the sun has actually been found, must really be important to everyone. Wow. If this incident was to become public, it was possible that the minister's political life would be over. Why? I'll spare you the explanation of how the rest of the dominoes will fall, but in the end, support in the Diet would decline, followed by a no-confidence vote in a slap election, and it might even expand communist influences. Oh shit. God. In other words, we wanted to handle this directly. Kawasaki and Saiki monitor communications from the minister and the child's residence is 24/7. Find out what the minister is doing, report anything that happens. The remaining members investigate whatever is related to the cases assigned to your units. Focus your line on investigation on the commies, Reds, and Comforts. I'm so tired at the moment. Doesn't got the possibility of foreign involvement either. Oh yeah, why would you? I've experienced one or two unamicable situations before. However, this was the first time I'd seen things get so hectic. Several sophisticated conversations were progressing without the involvement of a rookie like me. Oh, I didn't intend to be timid, but I couldn't hide my confusing familiar situation. Uncover that. Oh my god, I thought you didn't listen to his order for a second. I snapped back to alertness upon hearing my name called. Yes. You investigated the environmental groups that have petitioned the minister.
Among them was that group protesting the Hinamizawa Dam project that made the papers. Make sure you investigate them thoroughly. Oh, I doubt this is the act of some citizen group, but we have to eliminate every possibility we can. Understood. So, those opposed to the Hinamizawa Dam. It's probably best if you go to the location personally. Get some information from the local authorities. No, I get what you mean, bro. What? What is the point of that? Like, why would you just spawn on sand? That just sounds like one of the most pointless and stupid, but yet cool things at the same time. No, I know. They're a very radical organisation, so the public safety division there should have marked them as well. Understood. I'll have her there. Your wife, she's always ready to give birth, isn't she? I apologise for the timing of all this, but I'm counting on your cooperation. Oh, he's a nice boss. Good for him for saying that. We can't take our time with this, so we just have to be forced to, with our boots to the ground. Yeah, I know. My wife hates to interfere with my work and her own circumstances anyways. Sorry, thanks. So then, as for Kawasaki-kun and Saiki-kun, to support your... I didn't want to take a business trip when my wife was about to give birth. Even if I was a little busy, as long as I was in Tokyo, I could help to the hospital right away. On assignment though, that would be difficult. Even though I knew the work I was doing was important and fully understand that I was in no position to be so selfish, I'd have to make up to my wife for having to be away at such an important time. Oh, it's a bug? Oh, well, I thought that was intentional. That's a really funny bug, though. It's just weird. My wife, Yukie, she would probably forgive me with a smile. The only thing she could hate doing would be holding me back. Damn. And there we go, though. At least wish she could have tried to stop me. She would have tried to stop me. Sorry, Yukie. I don't mind if you always complain to our child that their father couldn't come to the hospital when they were born because he was too busy with work. Oh my god. Scar for life confirmed. The next day I took the bullet train to Nagoya and from there transferred to the train to XX Prefecture. Getting to my destination by land took several hours. If I was travelling by air in that amount of time, I could probably get as far as Hong Kong. Wow. Oh. Access breach of work. No means close. I know I was at first class except for work, but whenever I did, the seat seemed stiff. Closing my eyes, I mentally reviewed the documents I read yesterday. The group under investigation, the Higurashi Guardians. Oh god. Higurashi Guardians? What? So is that the damn protest group name? Because I never actually knew that. They were a group of residents opposed to the development proposed under the Hinamizawa Dam project. Like I said, the local protests were quite heated and were getting more radicalised. Even limited to what was written in the newspapers, there was bloodshed that occurred during a clash with riot police, interference with the dam construction. Too many to account. There were petitions, sittings, and direct appeals to the relevant organisations were innumerable. As an extension of that, there was a direct appeal to the Minister of Construction the other day. This is the reason why we were investigating this group in the first place. The land that they lived on was going to be submerged, so it was no wonder they were going to a frenzy over it. Yep, for real. They kind of deserve that, right? Even given that, though, could they really be capable of doing something like kidnapping the Ministers of Construction's grandson in order to halt the project? I mean, this is Hinamizawa you're talking about. They probably would go that far. From my take on it, I had serious doubts. This kidnapping plot was extremely sophisticated and complicated enough that it was believed that there was some political backing. This wasn't something that could be pulled off by some group of local protesters. Oh, damn. Well, just like the chief said, the plan was to eliminate all possibilities. While I'm in the excess police's reference room taking my time investigating, the higher-ups in Tokyo will probably solve the case. Without my involvement entirely. No, I have a feeling his involvement's going to be really important because, like, he's investigating one of the main things about, like, the Hinamizawa Dam protests. like one of the actual groups that's doing it. There's no way he's gonna have no input whatsoever. Even if that was true, I couldn't regret being a reverend talker while my wife was ready to give birth. Yeah. This is where there's really nothing I could do. Ding dong, the announcement that we will be arriving at our destination soon snapped me back to wakefulness. Ah, lucky. Ngobila, Excess Prefecture. Prefectural Public Safety Division. Onigachi Gardens. Yeah, they've been quite active around here. The Prefectural Public Safety Department already had the documents in a cup of tea ready, waiting for me. Damn. The sort of it is that they're a group of residents opposed to the dam. Really, it's probably better to say that every resident living on the land that's going to be submerged is rising to action now. Yeah. Like the Alzheimer party the last, they were determined and well prepared. Like, it would be nice if they drew the line at just being a moderate residential organisation. The stack of papers they had prepared for me in the document was by no means thin. Oh god, poor man. At first, they were pretty much your average citizens' initiative, but ever since that incident with the riot police, they really started to heat up. Oh god.
それに準じるくらいの過激な勢力に成長したと言えますね。
Now they've got a violent mentality on top of growing increasingly radical. Shit, violent organisations usually indicate once they enforce their own ideology without regards to the democratic process. Well, that's interesting. I never really thought about it like that way, I suppose. Breaking that down, many of these organisations held extreme left revolutionary ideologies. Considering that, I couldn't help but be surprised that a citizens group would end up going this far. Radical citizens movements have an occasion, really. It seemed, however, this group was nothing as trifling as that. It seemed that I would have to reconsider exactly what this Onigachi Gardens was. Oh god. The Guardians demand the withdrawal of the dam project. How far would they have to go? How far would they go to have that demand met? The kidnapping of the minister's grandson was classified. Oh, GG on the metals row. Oh shit. God. Didn't actually realise that. It's interesting you say that actually, because I suppose I mean, I always thought like what they were doing was just sort of unique to them, but no, it's sort of like a general thing a lot of criminals do here. Is that what you're basically saying? That meant, of course, I couldn't tell the Excess Prefectural Department about it either. As you know, there were arrests after last week's confrontation with the ministers at Inukai. Oh. There's enough reason to believe they could use illegal means to assert their demands. I skimmed over the list of criminal records related to Onigachi Guardians recorded in the documents. The contents were all violent, not giving me the barest hint of feeling that these people were trying to uphold the law. Oh god no. Could you give me a basic rundown of the types of illegal activities the Onigachi Guardians are engaging in? The chief opened up a manila envelope, fished out several unorganised sheets and spread them out on the desk. It seems the raids on the construction site are the most common. Oh, of course, yeah. At first, they were committing relatively petty crimes like cutting power cords, jamming locks, and breaking office windows by throwing rocks. Oh god. Of course, what really happened first were things like demonstrations, sit-ins, and distribution of pamphlets. Lively but democratic forms of protests. Yeah, but they probably didn't do anything. However, then the demonstrators and the police clashed. We started a riot leading to numerous injuries and arrests. Oh god. It was from then on the Onigachi Guardians, like the name implies, began to take a more demonic form of resistance. Weird. Damn, these people were obedient as hell.
I mean, did they actually... What actually happened after that? Like, did they... I don't know, I wouldn't say did they get arrested, but, like, did they actually get away with sort of... No, I mean, were, for example, the pilots, were they left just to do whatever they were doing? More demonic form of resistance. Shit. If the raids were frequent, didn't local police up their patrols? Well, of course they were on full alert, but they were up against locals, you know. There wasn't much the police could do if they were sneaking around under the cover of darkness. Yeah, I suppose. You might as well label the entire map of Himatsubushi village around the down construction site enemy territory. I suppose. No matter how alert the police were, the locals would just show them exactly how easy it was to sneak around. Shit. Actually, it was after the police upped security that the protesters started getting ever more extreme, as though they were being provoked. Damn, see here. Can you tell how things started to heat up? Oh my god, you actually know like the proper number and everything. That's a really odd place to go. It just sounds really random. I mean, I wonder if these people genuinely wanted a holiday, or maybe there were smuggling locations or something like that. God. God, that's awful. I couldn't imagine just being like hostage on a plane. God, that must be so fucking terrifying. Oh, who did it? An office set on fire. An office set on fire? Holy shit. The destruction of heavy construction equipment. Oh, destruction? They couldn't have used explosives. No way. You see, they crammed the gas tanks full of sugar cubes. Oh, if they do that with fancy engines. Oh, even in Japan it seemed that there have been people doing that to the vehicles of occupying forces right under the war. Yeah, because didn't the French do that in World War II? I don't know, I can't really remember, but I did remember hearing something about that. Compared to the misdemeanors like breaking windows, it was extremely violent and aggressive. After being toyed around with to that sense, the local police have completely lost face. The arson was a bit too much. Oh. Wait, when you say asylum, do you mean like a house? Because, you know, asylum seekers, house seekers. Or do you mean like genuine asylum? God. North Korean police though, fucking hell. It's like probably... Ah, right. Wait, I'm really confused. So, they've literally done one of the worst crimes you could probably do. And yet they've got a house from it? I'm really confused. God, yeah. After that, the local police drastically increased the number of personnel they had stationed there around the clock. The raids on the construction site quieted down a bit after that. He used the words quieted down, but that was still smack dab in the middle of the list of crimes. Yeah. See, after that, they found the attacking the site had become difficult, they started resorting to personal attacks. Oh, and that's probably why, you know, the whole kidnapping thing has happened. The first people targeted were the construction workers. Oh God. God, poor people. They're just trying to do their job, and look at this.
getting attacked. After that, there was silence. What's being described to me was a guerrilla war fought in the jungle. Yeah, present violence against the workers. Harsh words and harsher rocks thrown. Oh god. That is a genius thing there. There's quite a list of accusations here, but there's not a whole lot of convictions. Of course not. First of all, there's no witnesses. On top of that, even if we identify the perpetrators, they have alibis coming out of the woodwork. Oh no, that's awful. Because they can't actually do anything about it. Oh. God. So, I'm just still really confused. Were they given houses instead of being arrested when they actually were confronted by the North Korean police? I mean, I'm going to be real, like, which pilots wouldn't say, like, something like, okay, just to that, because, I mean, it could completely threaten so many lives of people there. But I suppose if you just refuse, then your life is over. They're probably going to do something to kill you. Oh, right. Yeah. It's just really odd to me. Question mark, what do you mean by that? Take for example, you're walking around Himatsubushi when a certain man stabs you with a knife. God. You remember the person clearly and even know his name and address. However, the knife doesn't have any fingerprints on it and there's no other physical evidence. Well, you'd think this would be a run-off-the-mill case of assault, wouldn't you? Himatsubushi, though, is a perfect crime. Oh shit, everybody is. The entire village, they're all in on it. Oh. To protect the man who was the perpetrator, they'd all get their story straight and prepare an alibi. Oh, that's awful. To that end, they'll probably even forge some evidence. Oh, right. Oh. Interesting. It just sounds really weird, this whole hijacking thing. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of odd, like, North Korea out of all the places you could go. I mean, I thought North Korea was one of the worst countries you could visit. And isn't it like you can't leave North Korea or something like that? Once you're in it. Once you're a citizen in it or something like that. Or at least you can't leave it easily. I don't know what I exactly heard, but yeah. There's nothing they can do but put them on trial. On the top of that being any material, on the top of there not being any material evidence, though, people testify one after another to cover his side of the story. Yeah. Any prosecutor would hesitate to file charges. I'm not sure about a murder, but if it's something like an opening, if it's something like opening a gash on somebody's forehead with a thrown rock, or leaving your bruise after hitting someone, even if you could single out the suspect, there's still enough reasonable doubt to not convict. Yeah. Every case is, without a doubt, perpetrated by someone in Himatsubushi, but they can't identify who. Even if they could figure out who it is, they're unable to obtain certain circumstantial evidence through due process. The villagers were extremely well informed about this, and so the malicious and vicious and tenacious personal attacks continued. Oh, right. I thought they'd optionally gone to North Korea. I would have been very, very confused if that was the case. But yeah. Interesting. Cuba's like a really long way from Asia, isn't it? Because I thought Cuba was... Actually, I don't know where it is. I mean... But... No, it can't be in Europe. No, it has to be in Europe. Oh, I really don't know. Oh, right. Oh, wow. I'm actually really surprised about that. I always thought... I never knew Cuba was like a sort of South America-like country. God. Sounds like a really hot country then. Must be wild living in a country near the Caribbean. Living in the Caribbean must be really weird as well.
I wouldn't like it personally, but it'd be just really interesting. The business can't have been okay with that, right? Couldn't they have been filed for an appeal? Well, you see, about that, everybody on the inquest committee didn't want to get involved with something so troublesome. Oh. They won't stick their noses into anything related to Hinamizawa. Damn. The inquest committee is comprised of a random selection of local residents. Oh. In the event the prosecutor fails to get a conviction, they have the power to order a retrial. Is this decide to assert the will of the people on the actions of expert prosecutors in the legal world? In this case, however, being composed of local residents have backfired. They don't want to get involved. Why is that? How do I explain this? You could say they're afraid, since there's a little special here. Special? Is it an outcast community? No, it's a little bit different from that. Well, just think of it as them being afraid. It's a little bit hard to just explain it now. Oh, right, there's an easier way. Wiping his forehead, wiping his... I bet you it's going to be talking about, like, I don't know, all the religious beliefs, you know? Wiping his forehead. Wiping his forehead with a handkerchief, he opened a file labelled as a list of members of the Higurashi Gardens. Oh, it's in North America? Oh my god, if I'm thinking of Brazil. No, I think I was thinking of Brazil. Oh, I don't know. The Barony Higurashi Guardians, you see. It's the fact that they can't, many people along their members who are influential in neighbouring areas. Could you take a look at this? I looked. Well, this all startled me. We've actual municipal assembly members, staff members also of the Chamber of Commerce, an executive of business association, an executive of a town council association, and a PTA liaison. There were more than a few people with a lot of say in both locally and neighbouring regions. You can pretty much expect your actions to be observed by those against the dam project. Yeah, no, I suppose. If you said something in its support, who knows how it'll work out to your disadvantage. In any case, every town in this area is being held by the threatening somebody from Hinamizawa. The list of in-question committee members is undisclosed, isn't it? There has to be some members in place to make sure they avoid retribution, no? Well, it is undisclosed as I previously as it should, but the person in charge of that is from the Okinomiya Municipal Office. In other words, a local. Oh. Eek. Well, you might expect some professional confidentiality. You can't know how everyone is connected. Oh, I can imagine some massive corruption in that. Yeah. Well, Hinamizawa as well. Like, if they don't want the dam project to happen, then I have a feeling that's not going to look very good for everything. Police related. Oh, good luck. Wow. I don't know, build it wherever you want. I have genuinely no clue. I have never seen your world. The people in Hinamizawa have a lot of tight bonds in that regard. What do you consider the obligations and duties people have to that region? The web of information thereby formed is not going to scoff. It's nothing to scoff at. It's not uncommon for housewives in a neighbourhood to know which kid from which house is what grade and which school, what subjects are good at, and vegetables they hate, among other things. God, so you really see that interconnected community spirit there. Wow. I mean, I always knew the community spirit was a lot, but I didn't realise it was that much. Fucking hell. You see, there's the Yakuza organisation here with strong ties in Hinamizawa and the surrounding area. It would seem that they're providing full support in these recent incidents. Oh shit.
こちらが出てくるのが一番効いてるみたい。
暴力団。ダムの建設反対で住民と一致。Opposed to the construction of the dam? Yeah. Interesting. It's a little hard to see what the common interest is. 読みがたいですね。
It's not that difficult to tell you. See, actually, one of the lieutenants is
Nagami is originally from Hinamizawa. Oh, he was adopting the rather influential family in the village. Exactly what was this Hinamizawa? I had thought it was some desolate, rustic village. However, for some reason they exerted a long and strong influence on surrounding areas and had a strong sense of unity. They would protect their village by any means necessary, even if that meant resorting to violence. Yeah. Oh, right. Well, I think if it's a storage building, you should probably put it in like really flat terrain. I'd say the desert, honestly. That'd be where I'd build it. The chief said that they were afraid because there were numerous influential people living there. Oh, but somehow I got the feeling that they were afraid of the village itself. There was something clearly difficult from what I had read in the documents in Tokyo. This was no simple residential protest against the dam. For some reason, an uneasy feeling began to nestle itself at the back of my mind. Yeah. I chose the most basic way to ask my question. In other words, I directly asked what I wanted to know. Chief, this is just a hypothetical situation, but this morning asked two guardians, in order to halt the dam project, do you think they could say it's rather something important to accomplish that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because that could probably be the thing with the sun, and that could probably, and obviously, like, you know how parents will do anything to sort of get their kids back. That's probably what they're doing at the moment. Oh, right. God, I didn't even know that was possible. Wait, how would you terraform? Can you actually, like, have control of it, or is it just, like, a lot of modification? Let's just say that. Did you provide him immediately? Oh my god, that sounds so boring. I don't think you should when you can just, like, do it in a thing you have to do no sort of changes to, really. But yeah, that's just personally what I'd do. So you've replied immediately, as possible. Truth be told, they've already gone to the municipal and prefecture offices, as well as local offices of the Ministry of Construction, and done things that could be considered intimidation. Oh, shit. Several of the workers' families have also reported that they're being followed around by some suspicious people. God. That's weird. Well, that would make sense. God, you could really see these people were just dedicated to their cause, really. But they're really going too far. Actually, no, I can't really say that. I suppose they have to go too far because they need their village, basically. They do. Like, could you imagine if the dam project actually went through? Like, no Higurashi, no Keiichi moving there, no Dena, no, I don't know, Sion Myon, Satoko Rika. I don't even know. No story. To halt progress on the dam, they raided the construction site, destroying heavy machinery and lighting the construction office on fire. God. If they didn't have any harms about doing that, threats and violence against people related to the dam would probably be no problem. No, I suppose. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty odd. I never really see flat mountains these days.
Wait, what is the butterfly effect? Because I've heard of it a lot, but I've never really... It's one of those things, like, I've heard of it being talked about a lot, but I've never really heard what it is. But that was it. Even when your everyday hoodlum could use threats and violence. Yeah. However, this time it was the kidnapping of the minister's grandson, and abnormally high-level crime. Yeah, not only was pulling off the kidnapping difficult in the first place, but so was manoeuvring to have the minister surrender their demands immediately. There was no way this was the work of amateurs. And did these people have the power to enact this large of a crime? I wonder. That was the heart of the matter. Was the Higurashi Gardens and organisations capable of pulling this off? In order to ask that question, once again, I chose the most basic method. Yeah. Again, hypothetically, do you think they could get a relative of somebody of political importance? There's no way they could pull off something that big. That was the answer I'm most hopeful. If it was the answer, my work was as good as halfway done. No. Akazaka, no way. No way. I might be able to get back in time for my wife to give birth. That was how it was supposed to be. The chief without a hint of hesitation replied, they just might. There's no telling how far they go. Yeah, sorry Yukie. It seems like most of my work wouldn't end so simply after all. Oh, of course. Oh, fine. Oh, Akazaka-kun. Good work. How's the information gathering in your assigned region? It's coming along. It seems I'll be able to meet with their local public safety departments while I'm planning on heading out that way. How's the investigation in Tokyo going? The others are progressing along, but the number of groups we have to investigate are countless. Oh no. Time really isn't a luxury here. Yeah, I suppose it's an emergency as well. I mean, they probably have to investigate like so many of Hinamizawa people. Oh, right. That's really interesting. Yeah. God, no, I suppose I get what you mean. I mean, I'm not really sure what the biggest butterfly effect for me was. I suppose it could be something like really personal and family, or no, I don't know. Oh, I really don't know. I suppose when I broke my collarbone, when I broke my collarbone, I fell on my collarbone from, like, I had basically did like a 360 right in the air from immense speed because I was running and then like got knocked into the back of me. In theory, with the butterfly effect, if I landed on the sort of spinal cord part of my neck or my back, then could you imagine like what would have happened if I broke it? Because that could be an interesting thing to think about. Because it could have actually happened if I'd gone the other way or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I would have broken it, but still. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that like the further you go back, the bigger the butterfly effect is, really. I mean the big butterfly effect's obvious. Well, even the smaller ones, like even just some, I don't know, humble, like 11th century family not having kids could result in, I don't know, like maybe you or me not being around. Like, it's weird. There were no new developers at this time. No matter how suspicious the Higurashi Guardians was, if they solved the case in Tokyo, my job was done. Yeah, it looked like my wishful thinking wouldn't come to pass. Hanging up the phone, I let my gaze drift outside the window to the valley of unfamiliar buildings. Akazaka-san, a car you can borrow has just returned. I'll take you to follow me. Oh, thank you. He showed me the elevators of the underground parking lot where a battered sedan was waiting for me. What's a sedan? I'm just assuming that's like Japanese pronunciation, or sedan. Sedan. Something like that, I don't know. The steering wheel kept drifting to the left and was a little concerning. Oh god, but it would be enough to get me around for a while. That is not safe to drive. Oh my god, I love this. My destination was Shishibone City, XX Prefecture. Really? How come? God, that just seems... I have no clue who that is, but like, god, that seems really specific.
an area under the control of the Higurashi Gardens. In theory, could you think about it? If, for example, I don't know, let's say, I don't know, for example, like my grandparents, they both did really, really well in their life. If they were just slackers, then could I have technically never been born? Like, it's kind of interesting to think. Or, I don't know, for example, if my... Oh, I gotta try and not make this too personal. Just trying to think of ways around it. Let's say... Even just like if my parents never moved from... If my parents never migrated from another country to England, I would never be alive. It's weird. Oh my god. Wow. Damn. Wow. God, how do you know this? Is it like a really popular story in your family? The Okinawa police station was right to send me on the front lines. Oh god. Oh, of course the chapter just ends in the worst time. Right, I'm so fucking tired, so I'm actually gonna stop now, which is kind of sad. We've not even been playing for an hour and a half, but yeah, it's kind of the best, you know. I want to enjoy the story. I don't. Okinawa exit appreciation. Okinawa police station. Oh, I love these sort of like time flashcard things. It sort of reminds me just of a modern day Doctor Who, really, for example. That's probably an example I shouldn't be using because they are awful, those modern day Doctor Who's for me, but like still. Ugh. Wow. Oh god, you must have such a sort of interesting, I don't know, just like an interesting background you can actually explore, really, because the funny thing is about all of that is, I mean, it is interesting because it is technically you, like a part of you. I suppose it could be a part of your, really small part of your DNA in your blood. Just the DNA that's come from your parents' DNA, that's came from their parents' DNA, that's came from their parents' DNA, and yeah, it just sort of goes on, really. Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually didn't read the... Oh no, I didn't read the last thing. I actually kind of want to check that before I go to bed. God, I fucking hate Windows. I hate Windows 11 so much. It's so useless. Right, I just kind of want to see what he said. No, I know. I have no clue which types of DNA I have. I'm going to be real, it's not really something I'd like to spend the time to sort of learn, but it could be interesting, to be fair. It could be. You shit computer. Right, I just want to see what the last thing was. It's probably something really minor as well. But yeah, I might as well check it. The Okinawa police station was right on the front lines. Yeah, an area under the control of Higurashi Gardens. The Okinawa police station was right on the front lines. God. Well, I wish good luck to Akazaka. Wow. Yeah, you could do. I mean, it's actually easy to do, or do you have to sort of... Is it some sort of medical thing that you actually have to go to a place for? Jesus, 13. That's insane. I mean, I probably have... I'm sure that I have like Wales, Scotland, Croatia, and then probably from Croatia, Slovenia, and maybe other neighbouring places. And then there's also like Scotland, Wales. Don't know anything else really. But yeah, it's something I've never really thought about. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed now. Yeah, let's go. You are a man of Wales and Scotland, like I kind of am as well. Jesus. God, your family sounds really sort of varied. Yeah, see you, dude. Yeah, it's kind of a shame I'm really tired today, but to be fair, I did get up at 5 in the morning, so could be why. Yeah, I hope I'll be able to do a longer stream tomorrow, but yeah, don't rely on it, you know. Hopefully I will be able to though. See you guys. And yeah, tomorrow we'll just be doing the same thing. See if we can maybe get some more of the VN done. Have some fun. It's going to be very interesting how the story actually escalates, because I've really liked this first part. I thought it was just really interesting. It was really interesting to sort of see, like, you know, the work life, you know, all the dilemmas that they have to face, because he has to go to work. He can't. His work is actually so important that he literally has to miss the birth of his child to go there. I mean, that is really sad. I'd hate that. But yeah. And I think the whole work thing's really interesting as well. It's gonna be very interesting to see what like the Onigashiki Guardians actually do, because you remember, for example, like always Mion, she's rumored to have killed somebody, you know, in the dam. So I wonder, oh god, I wonder if that could be Akazaka. Oh my god, if that is him, that's just gonna be sad. But yeah, anyway, I should probably stop theorizing before I actually guess the plot. Right, see you guys.